And so every one of us, every service, make a decision. Am I going to go forward in my Christian life? Or am I going to stay where I am, which causes me to slide back? God knew we needed to grow, so He gave us church. And so I just want to remind you this morning, everything that we need, God's given to us. But it's not going to do us a bit of good if we don't apply it. Being saved is of no help to anybody if you won't accept Jesus as your Savior. Having a Bible does nobody any good if you won't read it and listen to it and apply it. And having a great church won't do you a bit of good if you don't let God speak to your heart. Let's bow our heads and let's close our eyes. I wonder this morning how I know that I'm who would say I'm not saved. I'm not positive, like to know. I do believe Jesus died for my sins. And I do believe He's able to forgive me. But I never have specifically accepted Him as my Savior. And I'd like to do that this morning. If you're not sure that you're saved, not positive you're going to heaven, would you raise your hand, hold it up real high? I won't embarrass you. I'll just acknowledge it. Okay, I see your hand. You can put it down. Is there somebody else? Preacher, I'm just not positive. I'm just not sure. I would like to know that I'm saved. Anybody else? All right, in just a moment when I finish my prayer, we're going to have our instruments play. And when you hear the music, if God's dealt with your heart, I would encourage you to join the others who are coming forward and just, we'll have somebody ready to take a Bible and show you how you can know for sure that you're saved. It won't take long, but it's the most important decision you'll ever make. But before we do that, let me ask you this. How many of you Christians would say, boy, God spoke to my heart. I'm not as faithful in my Bible as I need to be. I need to get involved in church. I need to get a ministry. God's given me what I need, but I'm not taking advantage of it. Would you pray for me if you'd let me do that? If God's spoken to your heart in this message, you let me pray for you. Would you raise your hand and hold it up high? Yeah, God bless you. Thank you. Many of our church family, you can put your hands down. Let's stand. I'm going to pray, and then I'm going to ask you to do this. If God's dealt with your heart, I'm going to ask you to step out, make your way to the front. If you need to get baptized, let us know that. If you need to join the church, let us know that. If you need to get saved, certainly let us know that. But sometimes you just need to come and do business with God. You might come and say, Lord, help me to be more faithful reading my Bible. God, help me to get more involved in my church. Whatever it is that God's speaking with you about, you slip out and come. Father, I thank you this morning for the hands that were raised. I pray for the one that said, I'm not sure that I'm saved. I pray that you give that person the courage to come when the others come so we can show her how to trust Christ as Savior. And then, Lord, I pray for the many Christians that said, I needed that message. Lord, just challenge our